Prabhu, the sloka you will share or you want me to share?
Prabhu, I will be sharing the sloka. The next slide sloka is there. Here this slide is there. Prayers is there. Next slide sloka is there. Like that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sridhar Prabhu and all other devotees. I'm very happy to take your association. Today we are going to read a very wonderful sloka, 2.45, second chapter, 45th verse. Yeah, we'll just read the sloka and translation. Then we will have some understanding, what we can understand from this sloka. So, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvanto Nitya Sattvasto Giryoga Kshema Admavan. The translation is, the Vedas deal mainly with the subject of three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. So this sloka is mainly talks about three modes. I hope all of you would have heard about three modes. In our life, all the time we are under this influence of these three modes. Not only we human beings, even all the living creatures. For example, if you take a plant, if the plant gives a flower of a very dirty smell, that is in the mode of ignorance. If the flower gives, not so much this one, that is a mode of passion also is there. The mode of goodness, flower gives very fragrant ones, isn't it? You would have experienced some of the flowers gives very fragrance, very nice smell is there, fragrance is there, isn't it? Those plants are in the mode of goodness. And there are some plants, it gives very dirty smell. There are some plants, it doesn't give smell only, isn't it? Like that, all creature in this world are under three modes. Animals also, if we see, there are some animals in the mode of ignorance. For example, lion is in the mode of passion, and cow you would have seen. Cow is the mode of goodness. You can just go and hug the cow. It will not harm anyone. It's very, you can feel very loving relationship with cow, isn't it? So not only human beings, all living creatures in this world are under these three modes. Human beings, if you see, we are all always in three modes. For example, we sleep. A person in the mode of ignorance, he sleeps for 10 hours, 12 hours like that. A person in the mode of passion, he sleeps less, 4 hours, 3 hours only. He cannot sleep because he wants to make so much money, and so he wants to have so much enjoyment. His mind is fully active, so he cannot sleep only. But a person in the mode of goodness, he sleeps 6 or 6.5 hours, isn't it? So he doesn't overdo, he doesn't underdo. Same way in the mode of ignorance person, he doesn't do any activity. You see, so many people are lazy, isn't it, for doing any activity. They are very lazy. They cannot do any activity. Mode of ignorance means. Mode of passion means they are overactive. Too much, more than required, they work. Mode of goodness person means he works what is exactly required. Say 8 hours. Prabhupada often used to tell, if you want to become Krishna conscious and a grahastha devotee, work for 8 hours. And whatever you earn through that, you just live your life. That's all. Don't over endeavor. That's what Prabhupada says. So we ourselves can see in what mode we are in. But if you see this brahmacharis and people who are there staying in the temple, 24/7, they are engaged in Krishna conscious activity. They are supposed to do Krishna. But grahasthas, there are so many, 99% of population is grahastha ashram, isn't it? So that's why I'm talking about grahastha ashram. And so we are supposed to work 8 hours. That's all. 8, maximum 9 hours. And other times we are supposed to take care of our family and we are supposed to do spiritual activity, isn't it? So many times we may wonder, these three modes, it is not related to any religion also. It's not that these three modes is applicable only for Hindus and Muslims and Christians are governed by some other thing. No, I have told that even plants, insects, animals, all living creatures in this world, they are all under these three modes. So these three modes we should always remember all our activities. For example, if some activity is given, we can come to know what mode we are in. For example, a person in mode of ignorance, if you give him some work, he cannot give any commitment. He will not say, I will do or I will not do. He cannot give any commitment, a person in the mode of ignorance. A person in the mode of passion, he will accept the work what he likes. If you give him some work, chanting, he cannot do. If we give him some work, whatever he likes, some enjoyment, immediately he will do, isn't it? So that is mode of passion. A mode of goodness person, he doesn't see whether I like it or not. He simply does the activity. That's all. There is no question of liking, disliking. See, many times in temple we go, we are given with some seva. If somebody says he doesn't give any commitment, we can immediately understand he is in the mode of ignorance. If he accepts whatever, like for example, singing, I like very much, so I will do that. If he does, that is in the mode of passion. If he is given the work of, say, you sweep this floor, you wash this floor, immediately will refuse, isn't it? No problem, I have some other work, will run away, isn't it? So we are always governed by these three modes. And another important thing is the mode of the person in the mode of ignorance, he considers right as wrong, wrong as right. And a person in the mode of passion, sometimes he accepts the right as right, sometimes he doesn't accept. But a person in the mode of goodness, he knows the things as it is. That is the greatness of mode of person in the mode of. For example, we know meat eating is bad, isn't it? A person in the mode of ignorance, he believes that is the best activity. Meat eating, all sinful activity, he believes that is the best thing. If you tell some spiritual things, he will have a lot of doubts. For example, newspaper advertisement comes. The person in the mode of ignorance simply he believes. Just you take this toothpaste and brush your teeth will become like shining white, like that. They give advertisement, they believe it as it is. They don't have any doubts. But if you tell spiritual things that we are all spirit souls, we are supposed to follow this one, they'll say this is all nonsense. This is all manipulated like that. Because they are in the mode of ignorance. Okay. The mode of person, passion person, he can understand, oh, we are something beyond this body. He is living in the level of mind, isn't it? He knows something beyond the body. He has a lot of achievements to have. And a person in the mode of goodness, he knows that he is a soul. He knows that he is having a body, that whatever body we have. And beyond these three modes, there is another thing. I don't know how many of you have heard about Sutta Sattva level. That is pure goodness. A pure goodness person is the one who forgets that he is the body. He always remembers he is the soul. You can understand the difference. A person in mode of ignorance always thinks he is the body. He doesn't know that he is soul. But contrasting to that, a person in the mode of pure goodness, he always believes he is in the mode of, he is the soul, part and parcel of the Lord. He forgets that he is the body. Who lived like this? Our Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, most of you would have heard about him. He was living like that. 24/7, his activities were pleasing Krishna, and he never thought he is body. Always he was thinking the spirit soul, part and parcel of the Lord. That is a person in mode of pure goodness. And this all, why we are all put under different modes, that also we should understand. One example our Srila Prabhupada used to tell is, suppose you assume that there is a cow and the cow is tied to a pole. There is a pole anchoring. The cow is tied to a pole. If the cow is tied to the pole with 1 meter length cable, rope, you can assume that it is in the mode of ignorance. Suppose if the cow is tied with a rope of 3 meter length, you can take it, it is in the mode of passion. And if your cow is tied with the 5 meter length rope, you can assume that it is in the mode of goodness. And if the cow is not tied only, there is no rope only, it is left free. That means the cow is in the mode of pure goodness. So all of us are compared to the cows. Okay. So a person in the mode of pure goodness, he is not bound by any rules and laws. Our Srila Prabhupada was like that. He could go to all over the world, and he used to stay for 2 days in each country, and he will make 100 devotees, 1,000 devotees. Who can do that? Even a prime minister of the country cannot go to other country, cannot stay there. They need visa. So many problems. They cannot this one. But he was Srila Prabhupada was representative of Lord, he could go all over the world because he is a representative of the Lord. Lord wants this entire world. He could go anywhere. He could make devotees in 2 days. That's all. So that is the person who is not in the mode of pure goodness. That is mode of Sutta Sattva. So he is not tied by any ropes. A person in the mode of ignorance, he is adamant in doing all sinful activity. That's why he is tied with very short rope, 1 meter length. If the cow is very nice, then more length of cable is given. The rope is given. If the cow is very adamant and very nonsense, isn't it? I don't know how many of you have done this agriculture works. If you leave the cow, it will go on eating the top of the grass only. It will not eat full. All nonsense it will do. So that time what they will do? They will tie with the pole and the length of the rope will be hardly 1 meter. So that 1 meter area only. See, animals, the biggest difference we can see, animals 24/7 it will go on eating, isn't it? Always it will be eating. So that 1 meter length only it can eat. That much freedom only is given for the cow. If the cow is somewhat okay, then if you feel it's good, then another 2 meters. So 3 meter length cable is given so that it is bound within that, isn't it? So that is in the mode of passion. A mode of person in the mode of goodness is compared to 5 meter length cable. He is given little more freedom. So based on our propensity to do sinful activity, our freedom is Lord gives that. Okay, so that we should understand. But ultimately we all should try to come to the mode of pure goodness. If we come to mode of pure goodness, that is Vasudeva. What is that? Sutta Sattva level. Vasudeva level. Vasudeva means Lord Krishna. I mean, our quality matches with the Lord. Now, only when we match the quality with the Lord, we are eligible to go back to Lord's abode. Now, our this one is we are most of the time we are in the mode of ignorance and passion, isn't it? That is why from ignorance, passion, we should come to. And what is the nature of this ignorance, passion? For example, we are all talking. A person in the mode of ignorance, he may not listen anything. He cannot listen only whatever they are talking. He will be thinking about something else all the time. A person in the mode of passion, he will hear something and other time mind will go somewhere else for hearing. But a person in the mode of goodness, he will hear and he can understand as it is what the speaker is trying to say. So this is a thing. So that's why Prabhupada often used to tell, we should come to the mode of goodness. Goodness means you can understand the things as it is. And a person in the mode of goodness, he knows what is the reaction for my action. Suppose I have to do the action. I know what will be the reaction. If I drink, that's all, I will become addicted. My bodily parts will go, I will become mad. That a person in mode of goodness can know. So he will not do it. You understand, no? The difference. A person in the mode of passion, mode of ignorance, he doesn't know what the action is, what is going to happen to his consciousness, his body, he doesn't know. But a person in the mode of passion, he knows something, but he cannot give up. A person in the mode of also knows drinking liquor, eating non-vegetarian is bad, but he cannot give because he is thoroughly addicted by the habit. He cannot get out. But a person in the mode of goodness, he knows that this is all bad, so he will not do only. So that is the greatness of person in mode of goodness. Prabhupada often, if whoever has read Prabhupada books would have read many times that you come to the goodness level so that you can practice Krishna consciousness nicely. So all of us should try to practice that. I think now it's almost time. I will end. If anyone has any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we can. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Dandavad Prabhuji.
Nice to see you also.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Jyotishwar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad.
Done, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu.